divestiture. These are not solutions to Kenya's development deficit. They are distractions from it. And in the wrong hands, they become instruments for deepening the same elite capture that has stunted Kenya's growth for generations. The United Alternative Government stands on the side of constitution. (2026). And I thank you. Yes, sir. My colleagues here, of course, can join me in answering some of this. Yes, sir. Yes, Cairo.
Listening to your statement, when it comes to bills, the Kenyan Kwanza administration have been having the last laugh. Do you still have hopes that going forward that they still listen to your grievances? And if at all the National Assembly passes this, what would be your next course of action? And
by the way,
my second question,
yeah, there. Why don't we are aware that, and even before our late brother Raila Odinga left us, we used to openly say that the state capture of the 13th Parliament, every Kenyan discussion between Senators Methu, Richard Onyonka, and Ojieda, and they were very clear about the fact that the people's hopes are not in the 13th Parliament. This is why we have called this press, very important press briefing, because this is where people's hopes and expectations are. And if there be any members of Parliament, clearly with those within our framework, and there are quite a number, they should rise in opposition so that their numbers, every name, yeah, just like happened with the Finance Act of 2024, that everybody, right, a division should be called, yeah, a division should be called, and every person who stands in objection to this state capture and blame theft of everything this country stands for, then the Kenyans will be able to see, yes, member for this constituency are stood with the people. But we are aware they may attempt to force. If they do, this line of action is you have course of justice. Yeah, because the courts cannot interfere at this stage, second reading, committee stage, third reading. The moment before this thing is signed or whatever happens, we will take it up. We are not just about to give up, because if we do, we are auctioning the future of our children. Cairo, your next question.
my second question was, I remember vividly before Christmas, you had promised as the United Alternative Government would have already decided who will be flying the flag. I know that is the elephant in the room. So far, what has been the
Cairo, there's no elephant in no room. Okay. You know, we cannot be that static, right? We will sometimes issue statements, and then after consulting, we may vary them, because we are trying to build a broad consensus going forward. We will address that issue. We want to give that assurance to Kenyans. But don't force it on us. Thank you. Kuna mwingine? Yes.
The culture of lying is becoming common. We saw the CS lying. We know other prominent also lie.
Yeah.
What consequence will you be seeing from your side on this lie?
I think on the earlier question about the flag bearer, the only thing that is clear is that there will be one flag bearer that you can take. In the year 2002, Mwai Kibaki, the single presidential candidate for the opposition then, was announced on 14th of October. When the elections were to be held on 27th. This lying culture to an end is to send William Ruto home. There is no other remedy, because to talk about corruption and bribery. He has made bribery a way of life. It's a new normal in this country, where he is bribing people on the loans of State House, where he's carrying money with sacks across the country. And he has laid it bare. So the police are asking, if the president is bribing people, why is he crying when we are being bribed? You know, he's the one who has set the standard for the country. And it's a very sorry state of affairs that can only be corrected on the ballot, because I don't think William Ruto can change. We have given up. I tried when I was deputy to ask him to stop lying, and he was very irritated that I can propose to him that we stop lying to the people. So I think there is no other way, there is no other remedy. I think we just have lies for 17 months, but the Constitution has set up a date to deal with such situations, and I think Kenyans will deal with it at the ballot on the 10th of August next year.
Okay.
I think you're Natosha. Okay, Moja.
Yeah, in terms of alternative, the government report in terms of bordering actually raising to about 11 billion. What do you want to say about, the government saying we want to create this fund because we want to borrow for infrastructure?
I think it goes back to the earlier question. Can you trust William Ruto on anything? That is the problem. What we know is that they are creating a fund that will not go through Parliament, that will the election. He wants 5 trillion shillings that is not approved by Parliament, that is not audited by the Auditor General, for bribing the people of Kenya. That is the situation. So I don't think by anybody, because I don't think there is any proven matter that they have given a certain commitment and it has gone through. So I think that credibility issue is really very worrisome. Asanteni sana.
Add to that, David,
Allow them to borrow.
the second explanation is government cannot be doing business just as the private citizens. The government should not be competing with citizens in terms of making profit. So therefore, you be standing in the way by opposing this sale of the stake as part of the government shares in some of these entities. Are you trying to stand in the way of private citizens making profit?
I think, first of all, just to go back to Seth Olale, the issue of borrowing. Actually, when you look at the instrument, I think it's clause 5 to A. It is for borrowing. But what is more dangerous? Oversight. And that is bigger than the budget. So I think this is what we must take with a pinch of salt, because we know the people we are dealing with. It's a very highly transactional government. And the characters who are actually the key players in this have a history. And looking at what they're doing, or the extent they can go to make money, to commercialize, to put personal interest over national interest. Even in Darfur, where you have the blood money, the diamonds, the gold, the RSF, you go all the way to the M23 in DRC, the diamonds there. These are people who can go to any extent for that extra money. What would stop such people from auctioning strategic do we have in this parliament? And we are saying it's not a matter of hoping. It's a matter of defending the national interest. To court on the 12th of March. So we will not just live on hope. We are responsible opposition. We are going to take on this government step by step, blow by blow, and deal with it. Thank you.